Just recently I unboxed this Marc Jacobs tote. It's the special edition with the Sprouse graffiti. And after I made this video, it kind of got me thinking about other graffiti inspired bags in my collection. So that's what we're doing today, a graffiti themed video. So let's get to it. Graffiti is an Italian word that means scratched. Oh, which by the way reminds me that I'm going to talk about a new collection from Coach that relates to all this, and that'll be at the end of the video. Graffiti is often associated with vandalism, so I know that there can be a negative connotation to it, but there also can be some really high artistic value in certain kinds of graffiti or graffiti inspired art. I have to say I really am drawn to art that is created in a graffiti style, and I've noticed that I've collected several bags that have graffiti style art on the bags, or that have been hand painted in that style upon my request. So let's take a look at those bags today in my collection, and then at the end of the video I'm going to show you other graffiti inspired bags that I think you might be interested in. So stay tuned for those at the end of the video. Okay, so we'll start here with my Marc Jacobs bag. This is the bag that gave me the idea for this video because I was so excited about it, not only because of this really cool fuchsia color, but because it is in Sprouse's handwriting and in the style of his graffiti. If you didn't see this video, I will have it linked below, but just as a quick summary, this is the serenity saying that Steven left for Marc when they were working on the Louis Vuitton collaboration back in 2001. Grant me, and then over here on the side, the, and then backwards, serenity to chill. I've got some accessories on here just to go with more of that rocker vibe here. I've got a little heart charm and also the Coach dinky chain kind of draped along here and attached at the D-rings for the strap. So I won't go on more and more about this because I just did a video about it, but like I said, if you missed that video, it will be linked below. Okay, other graffiti inspired bags that are in my collection. This is from Coach. This is the Coach Bandit, and it was from the Mint and Surf collaboration. And I really like the abstract nature of this and how all the colors go well together. So this has mostly blue tones with this really bold pop of red here, but along the back there's even more vibrant colors here, especially on this side. The Bandit is such a cool bag. It has some really good structure to it. I love that they paired it here with the silver hardware, and I also like how it has this wet paint effect, not only in the graffiti art itself, but also, do you see how glossy this black is? It looks like it's wet when you're in person. If you haven't seen a Bandit before, I'll just show you the interior real quick. It has this beautiful burgundy color. It has one slip pocket here in the front, a main open compartment here, and also a small compartment on the back. And there is a little snap pocket here on the inside. It does have a back pocket. It's a little bit tight, but actually my phone does fit in there just fine. And now this bag, this is hand painted by the artist Anca Barbu. And because it has the saying, this is not a Birkin, it's kind of like poking a little fun at the Birkin bag. And I believe it's also paying homage to the fact that the Birkin is so infamous, let's say, that there are other styles designed to be similar. So not only do I love the fuchsia color here, but I love the splatter paint effect. I don't know, there's something about this that reminds me of the 80s and when we would design our own t-shirts and sweatshirts. The splatter paint was like a really big thing back then. Yeah, so you can see the splatter is up here on the flap, but it's just the pink inside the bag. But there's even some splatters that got on the bottom. So yeah, this is a very fun bag. I love having it in my collection. I also bought another Birkin style bag that was painted by Anca Barbu. This has a kind of a random heart theme on it here, using metallic colors, the gold metallic, silver metallic, and some white. Also a fun detail is that the splatters on this bag are glittery in nature. Okay, next up is my Coach box bag. And I got this bag hand painted at an artist event at my local store. The artist was Camo Nesbitt, and I will have his Instagram linked below. And he is known for his graffiti style art. So I wanted him to use his graffiti style on my bag, but I just asked for him to incorporate a little bit of a leopard print. And I love how he also put some hearts on here as well. Just, you know, really made it playful and fun. And I like how the hearts have the look of dripping paint. I'm not sure that Coach makes the box bag anymore, but it's a really cool bag. It has a really nice wide strap with a great buckle on it, and it comes open and has this gusset feature on the side. So it's easy to get in here even though it is super structured. And this is the Mini City from Balenciaga, and I love the Paris graffiti here and the color scheme. So I have told this story before, I'm sorry if you're hearing it again, but this bag reminds me so much of the trip where my husband and I got engaged in Paris, because I was wearing a dress that day that had these exact same colors. It had a white base, and then it had flowers that were black and in this exact shade of pink. So this is very sentimental to me because it really reminds me of that dress and our beautiful day in Paris. Okay, so now let's take a quick look at some other very fun graffiti themed bags. I bet you don't think of graffiti when you hear the House of Hermes. But here is a very bold, colorful Hermes cashmere shawl that is obviously in a graffiti style. Here's another Hermes graffiti example. This is a silk scarf with a strong orange and purple colors. Here's a very colorful Chanel graffiti beach tote. This was from the pre-fall 2019 collection, and it is made out of terry cloth. I think it's really fun. Here's a Chanel graffiti backpack. This was from the spring-summer 2014 collection. At first I thought it was just black and gray, but as you can see here on the straps and on the bottom, there are some other colors that are in this design. Here's a Chanel flat bag that is in graffiti style. This is a hand-painted lambskin leather bag, and it is from the spring collection 2014. This is one of my favorite examples of graffiti art on luxury handbags. So this is from the Gucci Balenciaga Hacker Project in 2022. The style of bag is the Ophidia tote, and it also came in the beige, green, and red stripe. I really like the visual effect of the wet paint dripping, and you can see that clearly on the bottom. Here's another example with that wet dripping paint look. This is the Louis Vuitton Monogram Eclipse Graffiti Discovery Bum Bag and the colorway Green Lights. And I also want to mention these bags from Dooney & Bourke. This is their Dipinta line, which means painted in Italian. And just recently, Says What showed one of her bags from this Dooney collection, and I will link it below in case you haven't seen it. This doesn't necessarily have the look of graffiti, but more of a doodling effect. This is the Marc Jacobs Daisy Doodle tote bag, and I think it is super cute and fun. Marc Jacobs is not the only one doing some like doodle inspired prints. This is the sketch collection from Coach. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the Italian word graffiti means sketch. The Coach sketch collection does remind me of someone doodling in their high school textbooks or something that they might write in a high school yearbook. It's just very playful, very fun, very casual. And I really enjoyed looking at these. They also had texture on the bags, which you can't really see from the shots online. So if you live near a Coach boutique store, I would really encourage you to go in so that you can see these bags in person. I think they really pop when you see them with your own eyes. I know that graffiti style bags are not for everyone, but there is definitely something that draws me in to art that's inspired by graffiti or graffiti that has a significant saying on it. Whatever the case may be, there are definitely some elements that draw me in, and I really like having these fun and unique pieces in my collection. Any videos that I've made that go into more details about the bags that I've shown today will be linked below in the description box. Thanks so much for watching today. You take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.